back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures. Today I'm doing a mini vlog to wrap up a romance series. We are talking about the Heart Quotient series. So I will be reviewing these two books later on after I finish the third book, but we will be reading this one. And every 100 pages I will be updating you, and I'm really excited because this was pushed back for COVID. And when the Bride Test came out, I really wanted this book. And when I saw the cover, I was like, oh, I have to have it. I've been waiting for Quan, I think that's how you say his name, to get his own romance book. I've been waiting since book 1. Now, I've heard some negative press about this, or well, not negative, more that she changed her writing style and that Quan's changed from the first 2 books. So I'm a little nervous to get into this, but I have a feeling it's going to be a 5 stars because the other 2 were, but the representation, the anxiety rep, the autistic rep, and the Asperger rep throughout the series has been amazing. So whatever this concludes to be, I know it's at least going to be a high 4, but I'm excited to get to it, and I will let you guys know when I get into the first 100 pages how I'm feeling. But I do know the love interest is a violinist named Anne Snow. I don't want to know much. I did, when I did my contemporary video, like my I did read some of the back, but I don't want to know anymore. So I'm just going to get into it, and I will update you when I get into those 100 pages. I'll see you in a little while. Back with my first update with the Heart Principle, and I'm loving it. It is so amazing to get back into this world and read these characters. And even though people have said the writing's different, to me it's just the same type of writing, and I'm absolutely loving it. I can understand why Quan's different now, why he's not happy-go-lucky, and that he's kind of just rebuilding his life. It's kind of restarting over. I don't want to spoil the book for that reason, but I'm absolutely loving him, and I'm loving him in this setting, and I'm loving to get more of his prose. It's like every other one is his and Anna's prose, and I'm liking that really good. And Anna, I'm just absolutely loving her. Her life kind of gets thrown through a loop, and she's going through it, and her and Quan meet, and they're kind of friends. They can be dorky together, and she can be her true self with him. And it's amazing when she starts talking about her past or never being accepted, and then like figuring out what's going on. He's absolutely understanding of her, and I'm absolutely loving this. I will read more, but I do need to get some lunch, but just what I've read has been absolutely amazing, and I have enjoyed it. I haven't been able to put it down, so I'm going to get lunch and take a quick break, and then get back to reading. When I get to the next section, I will definitely update, but I'm absolutely loving this book. I love the representation, as I've said. I love that it's been shown in books, more disability rep, and we're talking about it more in these newer books, especially, and the anxiety rep. I'm loving that publishers have been more open to disabilities and mental health issues in books lately, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this one, and I will see you in the next update. With an update, I got to 223, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's like, with what happened and everything that keeps going on, and like my poor little heart can't take anymore. I'm like, with what's going on, and I hate her old boyfriend, and what's going on with her family, and I just love Quan, and I love how supportive he's being of Anna, and she knows she's not okay, and she knows she's masking basically everything for everybody else, but she could really be who she is with him, and she doesn't have to fake who she is, and he loves her wholeheartedly. He doesn't judge her. He just wants to be with her, and he wants to show her how much he loves her, and it's so amazing. And I don't want it to end. I absolutely don't want this book to end. I want it to keep going on. It has been amazing, and it is so fun, and it is beautiful, and I'm loving the writing. I love the writing in the first 2 too, but this one means so much to me because it's also, you see Michael in his life and how he's going with Stella, and you see Kai and see how we got cut off, but you see Kai and how Michael's doing, and you see how the relationship, how they're supportive of Quan, and I absolutely love how it talks about the previous characters. I don't want it to end, like I said, and I'm afraid because I only have about 100 or so pages left, and I really don't want this book to end. It's so amazing, and the writing style, even though it's a bit different, I'm loving the change. I love everything about this book series, this companion romance series, and I can't wait to see where she goes next. But that will be it for now, and I will update you when I finish the book. So I have finished the Heart Quotient, and I've absolutely loved it. I loved the romance, and I loved the time they gave each other, and I absolutely loved how the story ended. It's absolutely a 5-star, even with the changing in her writing and the style. I absolutely loved it. I loved the disability rep, like I've said. I have loved Quan, and I have loved Anne. And I am so sad that this companion series is over. So, thought we could talk about the series as a whole. So, I guess the first book we need to talk about is the Heart Quotient with Michael and Stella. And it's basically Pretty Woman in a reverse situation. So, Stella Lane comes up with algorithms to predict the customer's purchases, a job that has given her more money to do with and way less experience in the dating department than the average 30-year-old. Stella has Asperger's syndrome. It doesn't help that Stella has Asperger's, or French kissing reminds her of a shark getting its teeth cleaned by a pilot. Her conclusion, she needs a lot of practice with a professional, which is why she hires Michael Pan as an escort. Michael is so loving with Stella. He takes it slow and their love story is so unique. He knows. He takes his time with her, and he encourages her, and he lets nothing hold her back. If she wants to do something, he's willing to go for her. And I absolutely love Michael and Stella, and I love that in each book we have talked about, in each one of these books we have talked about these characters. You meet Michael, Kai, and Quan in here, but you see these characters continually through the books. It doesn't just end with this story. And then we have the bride test. Kai Dipe has no feelings. Well, he has irritation when people move his things, or contentment when ledgers balance down to the penny, but he doesn't experience big, important emotions like love and grief. Rather than believing he processes emotions differently due to being autistic, he concludes that he's defective and decides to avoid romances. So his mother, driven to desperation, takes matters into her own hands, returns to Vietnam to find the perfect mail-order bride. So basically a mixed-race girl in the slums of, I'm so gonna mess this up, Ho Chi Minh City, Esme Tran has always felt out of place. When the opportunity to marry an American arises, she leaps at it. She's never dealt with an autistic. When Esme comes to America, she does not know what an autistic person is. She's never been around them, and she doesn't know their needs. And she messes up once in a while, but she tries to go to the routine and it is so cute that he's never been in a relationship, and so he goes to Michael and Quan to explain stuff. The support those three boys have for each other doesn't matter disability enough. The support and the love they show their women, absolutely beautiful. And as you know, Quan and Anna, I will have to admit the series has made me absolutely love contemporary romances. I would say I've always been I would read Max Mackett paranormal, sometimes a cowboy romance. This series launched me into contemporary romance. This is my heart and my soul. I absolutely love this series. I love the covers. I love everything about it. I do recommend each book. I mean, some ratings will probably be different than mine, but I have loved everything about them. And I know people kind of rated this low because the writing style changed, but I absolutely loved it, and I love everything about the series. I am with Helen Hong with whatever she does next. She's an auto-by author, and I'm definitely excited to see where she goes. I'm hoping that even though she goes to a new romance story, that we do maybe see sneak bits of these characters or something. But other than that, I have these books, and I could reread them anytime I want and absolutely get my fill of them. Well, I've had fun doing this mini vlog, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well, and I will see you in the next one.